Nice. Wow.
He can.
That's good.
Well, he's not gone in the cemetery.
Over
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, hello, and welcome to our informal working party meeting. So we're not having the full agenda like we have been previously, we're just keeping it cash. I've got lists and stuff, but if anyone else has anything, that's fine. Do we need instructions? Everyone know each other?
No, I don't know this lady.
This is Chris,
I'm Felicity
Felicity.
Christ. I'm part of the North Walsham Community Network. I
Okay.
met Paul Robinson, I think he's been to a meeting before.
Yes.
I work quite closely with him and I'm a good neighbour as well.
Right, okay, well, I'm Wendy Murphy, I'm the town clerk.
Yes. I've never met you. Yes, thank you.
It's not
Good things, I hope.
Yeah. Do you know Wendy Murphy? Yeah.
Yeah.
So long enough.
Okay, well, let's go on then. So, updates, we have purchase of pride flag. So that it's coming, it's in the post.
Have you been getting, have you been getting emails, because I've been CCing you?
I've had all the CCs, so that's fine. I'll create a contacts like card for everybody and yeah, so we'll see.
You send all the emails working,
Yes.
that's good.
Yeah, I have done an initial poster as well. I'll get it upstairs, but it's basically for the month of June, like WTC celebrating Pride Month. It's going to have, we're going to light the clock up multicoloured. We'll be raising the flag, and on the Sunday market in June, we're going to look to try and get some inclusive stalls, like as well, and have that kind of flavour for everything we do in June. So yeah, as soon as I've nailed a couple more things, we can start promoting that, and I can give everybody the poster and stuff. VE Day, that was all agreed with the full council to go ahead. So I think in the morning, there's going to be town crier in the marketplace, and Reverend David is going to say some prayers, and then throughout the day, I think it's Thursday, so the Royal British Legion are going to have some stalls and presents, I think in the sort of gateway to the churchyard, in that sort of bit there, with some people there to answer questions and what have you. And then in the evening, there's going to be wreath laying. I've got wreaths and prayers, and there's a song for it, and speeches, and like the beacon that evening. So if anybody asks, we do have a similar thing coming for VJ Day, which I think is in August. Is it short? August. I think it's August, 15th of August. But we're going to work on having like a memorabilia exhibition as part of that as well. So when we get more details around that, we can create some posters and stuff for that.
The 15th of August.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes. So,
Yeah, in the middle of school holidays, so we thought we could have the children can come in.
yeah. And I might approach maybe like the high school and see if the history kids would like to do like a presentation, sort of posters or something as part of the exhibition. In other news, we've all seen these. They're being distributed around. If anybody knows anywhere else that needs some, let me know. And then this was our old leaflet. You've probably all seen these. And this is the prototype of our new leaflet. It has this printed with the middle upside down, just to pretend that is cool. You can have a little look at that. And we've talked about this a couple of times, and we've tried to kind of bring people into the town rather than sending them out on these walks, because we felt like we've got lots to offer, but the town's this big and it's just sending everybody everywhere else. And we've got the markets, parks, sort of all the amenities are mentioned in there. We've got a short bit on events. So I think these will be ready. They're ready to go for production, aren't they? Because full council's agreed the quote for it. So yeah, we just need to get them.
I need to be to the distributors by the 3rd of May.
Yeah.
I forget what the day was that they said.
Yeah.
Whatever was the deadline.
Macy's, but it's that. So I don't know whether we can still take it up to Carparking Street.
I think it can be delivered to
Yeah, Board of Business Park, isn't
Yes,
it?
that's right, yes, the
Mm.
distribution depot there.
I've got to sort that out.
That's okay. So then hopefully they will be going far and wide. They're supposed to be distributed out to all the towns and things around, aren't
Bed
they?
bed and breakfast and hotels and
Yeah.
touristy places.
And then in other news, the Carparking sales start on Sunday. So we've had some advertising in some of the papers and things. The posters have been up, socials are out, so then people can sort of share as well.
Profit things, yeah?
Should have been. Yeah. Yes. So it would be lovely if anyone takes me pictures or videos or anything. Can you send them to me so I can make a lovely montage and say, wow, look at the Horsham thriving.
I did
come
have-
along.
I shared it to North Horsham, Norfolk, boot sales and stalls, and somebody put on there, why are we not charging? Is it not fair for other car boots on that day? And why don't we charge to bring some money into the town? So I did reply. I did reply. And I said we do donations, and those donations go to the mayor's.
Yeah, charity.
I think it was somebody who organises a car boot on the same day somewhere else.
Well,
So.
We wouldn't get so many people if we charged.
No, it's a donation and then
there
just.
was outrage, wasn't there? I think when it was decided to bring, I didn't work here at that time, but I remember some of my friends, they came for the free ones, and then when it was supposed to be like £10 a pitch, they were horrified, and I'm like, absolutely not. So I think it would just be outcry.
But we do
To take it back
People
now.
do donate, they want to donate.
Of course they do. Of course they
A
do.
lot of the people there have got quite a small amount of staff, haven't they, so they wouldn't make enough to.
Well, that's what I was thinking, actually, why not make enough to cover
No.
it?
Yeah.
That's better to have the volume and no money, you know, it's a social activity, it's an event.
Absolutely, and I do think that we need to be seen to be helping people on the more difficult socio-economic end of the scale.
Is there, like a coffee trailer or an ice cream? truck
Yes,
or anything
there's
like that?
a coffee trader coming and an ice cream. We're still working on sort of bacon back type, you know, sausages and whatever. But everybody's just very busy. It's
Yeah.
well, the people we were looking for, it's lambing season, so they may not be able to come
Okay.
this soon. Yes,
As
but
long as there's a coffee truck.
But yeah, there's definitely coffee, and the ice cream van has said they would come back. So fingers crossed we'll be supplied there.
Did you ask if Customer Horsham would hold the press date to Monday so you could feature?
Monday's the latest, yes. So yeah,
They normally have a bit of flexibility.
yes, that is the very latest. So yeah, the Just North Horsham will probably heavily focus the car boot.
Yeah, the only thing we're going to do is we'll get some new banners done for the car boot, because they're all dated down times, aren't they? So we just need to update those and get some new
I
posters.
spoke to our print today about that.
Did you?
Yeah, I want to kind of rebrand them slightly because previously they've had that sort of clip art type car boot car on, and we've kind of moved away from that with our posters and things. So I just want to kind of bring that in line with, bring it in line a little bit. So yeah, it's in the works. Banners and things will be coming. So okay. I think that's mostly updates from me. Other than that, I've had Matt's emails
Yes, it was
about.
this afternoon, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I've not really had much chance to read
No, that's
them. But what I've skim read is that I've got the basic cost for the Easter hunt for next year.
Yeah.
And I've got some contact details about the yarn sale.
Yeah.
So that's great. Do you think we would have enough time to still do it for this year?
Yeah, I think so.
So we've got a meeting at the end of April, if I can get a proposal in for that.
So there's not really any cost in that one, is there?
No, I would, the attachments that go on there for sailor boards that say so just need a new overlay to remove the Horsham Place logo. I think that could just be the crest.
Yeah, stuff
I
on.
could do that. I need to familiarise myself with them, but Graphic Edge would do that for you. They did some stickers for us last year. At most, the boards. The estate agent has the boards. I thought it'd be wise you having that conversation in the first instance
Yeah,
to check that
absolutely.
you want to work with them and they want to work with you. I think
Yeah,
both parties do, but it's not for me to
no, that's
say.
fair.
The rest is all pretty simple. We use a Google product called My Maps.
Mhm.
As long as you've got house number and postcode, it will plot them all. You can print in A3 here, I guess.
Yeah.
So how many yards were it last week?
160. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so yeah, I mean, I literally, like I said, I haven't really had a chance to read this properly, but I will do that, and I'll try and action it, and I'll try and recommend that to council for end of April, that we take that on. Hopefully we'll be able to get the yard sale this year, and then both from next year moving forwards. Okay, and then I think the only other thing I had to talk about was NWTC are going to have a stall at the event. Is it the big?
The volunteer showcase.
That's it. Yeah. So we're
On
going
the
to
7th of June, Saturday.
yes, yes. I think we've booked in. You're having like a human library, so we've
We
booked
are,
in
yes.
to borrow one person so people can come and chat. I think Wendy's definitely going, aren't you? Yeah. Maybe.
I'm not sure which hat
Maybe
we're
you're
wearing.
in a book, Wendy.
Well, that's true.
Might be
You mean a
fun.
book?
I haven't got your book, have I?
I've just selected that it just says one person, so whoever's with
Well,
you.
no, you can have more than one because
Yeah.
you might
Might be a
find
popular
in 4 hours,
Yes.
that was too long for one person, maybe 2 people could do it, or you might be really popular and you might need 3 or 4 people to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So I'll
what
sign
time
you
is
up for
it?
that.
It's between 2 and 6 in the community centre.
Yeah. So we'll be there. We're hoping to have some leaflets and bits and talk.
We were thinking as a committee that it would be quite a good idea if people had a folder with maybe some photographs of things that you would be hoping to find a volunteer to do. And some of the activities that go on and something nice about the group that is advertising itself.
Right.
And we're very keen that nobody should feel obliged they're not being pushed into anything just because they're making the inquiry. They might be making the inquiry for a friend, they might be making the inquiry because they are going to retire or they're going to move to this area and it might not be immediate. So we don't want the books to be ever so pushy.
Absolutely.
We want everyone to be laid back so they can really enjoy learning about things that they might be interested in a few weeks'
Will you be
time.
taking their names and details when they're checking?
Only if they wanted to, of course, yes, yeah. But I mean, there will be a little handout that they can get in touch with that group or that charity if they want to, rather than the other way
Rather
round.
than groups contacting them.
Yes,
I think
yes.
that's too pushy, isn't it?
I think that's too pushy. Don't you, Bob?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't like to push it, they like to sort of go in at their own pace, don't they?
I think our approach would probably be we'd have materials of the kind of things that we do, and then if people were interested, they could say, "Oh, I'm interested in this.
Yes.
Talk to me more about that." So I don't think we would be pushing for volunteers
No.
anyway.
I mean,
Just
I
think
met-
you should just be.
I met somebody the other day and I said, why are you here at this little volunteering thing? And she said, oh, well, I lost my husband last year and my kids are nagging me to do something, so I'm looking for something. So, you're just nice to somebody like that and hope that they think that you're going to be a good person to be with to volunteer with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But equally, I mean, wouldn't necessarily even need the volunteers. We've just got stuff for people to do.
Yes.
So if people are lonely or need something for their time, we've got plenty going on. So I think that's why we will just represent what we do and then.
Thank you.
Okay. So that is pretty much the end of my list. Does anyone want to talk about anything?
You're going to have 8 bars for your street feast.
Yes.
How soon are they going to print it?
Sort of by the end of this month, I would think.
If you get one spare, drop it in the form. I'll have it put on display.
Thank you.
That's it from May the 5th. Yeah, on the side.
Yes. And that's very fine, thank you.
When you get on with your
Getting there?
today.
Getting there. slowly.
Are you still wanting to park? Sorry, carry on. Are you still wanting to park here?
If it's available.
Yeah.
I've just had an email from County Council saying they're still looking into free car parking.
All right, okay.
So they've just emailed us tonight. So, yeah, parking's our biggest issue. So obviously, we've had it set 6.5 years. To lose it this year is a big hit. But the county and I are looking to try and support and see whether the county will fund it. Because we've not got money to fund it.
How much does it cost?
About 500-600 all the car parks.
Why are they not funding it this time?
So because because there's no elections happening this year for the county council, they've done, there's some sort of contract, they're now with the contract. So now saying that they can't fund it this year, and if we want a free car park, we have to pay for it.
Absolute tosh. How come they're still having elections up north? I'm seeing other
Because they're not
areas
doing,
having-
they're not doing devolution.
Yeah. Just in this area. It's one of the things, to be fair, a lot of our team now, when we've got so much more on to worry about than some car parking, which it will be what it is. The Catholic Church has offered us their land to advertise for free car parks to the public. But the problem is, it's not the biggest bit of land.
So for 500-600 £, is that all
All
the
the
car
car parks,
parks?
yeah.
There's nothing, have you asked for a grant from that?
We've already got a grant.
Yeah.
Are you in our base budget to have it?
Yes.
Yeah,
And got grants as well?
base pushing with the
Or just the base budget?
Yeah. So that's
Does that
paid for.
include another grant? I mean, there is,
I'll think about expensive.
yeah, I mean,
You've got
the deal was, Claire, that
Email, yeah, actually, agreed.
on it, Eric.
because the district council the town council did not charge the district for when they had elections, because they were returned. So whenever you had a parliamentary, county, police, district election, the county's done it at the high school, and the district council was not charged by the town council for using the memorial gardens for car parking. And the deal was that in return for not charging the district not being charged, is that they would give the Vicarage Street car park free for children's home. That seemed to have worked fine until we've hit this year. There was no elections, and now the district is saying, well, we can't do it. I'm not sure why, but the problem that you're up against all the time with this is that what the officers say to you is that if you give them free car parking in one portion, then Holden wants it, Sheridan wants it, Croydon wants it, and it all says present. That, I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying this is the argument that gets thrown at you. So presumably, if there's elections again next year, then you can get the free.
We have Vicarage Street closed for Farmers Market Sundays.
I know.
It's-
But we pay for that.
Yeah, but it's much less than the figure that you're talking about for the whole year, isn't it? I know this is a Monday, but it's not a trading day, is it?
But we do pay for that.
Oh, we do, but not that kind of money.
Yeah.
We know from past experience that when we looked at Christmas lights just shut back cloak, they reckon on a switchman day they take over £320 back cloak.
Yeah.
Which
Well, obviously it is a busy day, isn't it?
Yeah, but I would love to ever see their figures to prove that bank cloak car park takes down in one day. Because half of them are season holders anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of car parks.
And I think we paid that kind of a figure for all 12 Sundays, so it ought to be less. But still
Is
can't.
there nothing town council can do, or community shop, or?
Is there no way that we could stake out some of the war memorial parks? We do put cars on there, don't we, for car boot? Could we not use some of that?
Well, we could do, couldn't
It would have to be round though, wouldn't it? You'd have to have stumps there.
we? So you probably have a farm road entry and park round my pockets or something.
Yeah, a little bit like that.
I think sounds like that.
We've got that space
Say,
to find
just
them.
car
Yeah,
parks.
yeah.
You must have maybe, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we can work on it. closing that.
All the roadworks and everything, that's just gonna,
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, that's one good thing the county has done. They've redone all our road closures and all our diversion routes for us because the Norwich road is still going to be shut. So yeah, obviously our road closures in full marketplace. We've got that till 7 p.m. That is up on display and we'll go on Facebook. I think it's this week some point, I think. It's out of my hands, I'll pass over to another team to do that bit. We've got some new attractions this year. So we've got a new theatre show that's due in, which is all educational recycling. So teaching the kids about how to recycle all the salt puppets done. They come from Hertfordshire, I think. It's the first time they've been in North Walsham, second time they've been in Norfolk for the year. And we've now got some well-being ponies coming over to support the kids. Weight Brothers are now coming to give away free fruit for the day to help advertise healthy eating. And they can talk about it and sort of give away some sort of prizes from their shop just to get involved in the community, which is quite nice because we're coming in.
Sainsbury's ever come forward?
They used to.
Because I know Dormer has got.
Yeah, so they used to when I worked there, but and then a lot of things have changed. Don't you still there, Felicity?
I'm not still
No.
there.
So yeah.
And a lot of things have changed.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed over the years. Waivers have given us a little bit of sponsorship help towards this year. And then they've said that they want to get involved and they want to promote their company. And it's all about healthy eating, and that's their campaign for the time being. And they said we've got mine and Brady's are now advertising for us, so obviously, unfortunately, it isn't up for sale.
Oh, yeah.
Before anyone thinks.
Usually someone says that, doesn't they?
Yeah, usually everyone gets worried at the football club's up for sale, because normally there's a board up there. There's not one there yet, so I'm aware. They start going up Monday, and they're still going up. Last year we had over 200 boards, which we're not sure on how many this year. But they will go across all from here to Munsley and further afield. So all our banners are now out. So yeah, we're slowly getting there. Programs are now gone out to the public in town centre. And they will now be advertised over the weekend once they're finalised, come out. And we'll just where they'll be able to get copies. And yeah, so we're slowly, I think we're less than 29 days away. Just got to pray for nice weather.
Yes.
Touch wood, over the last 7 years we've not had rain, so yeah, so it'll be interesting. They say we've got some new singers this year to just try out from Norfolk. They've never performed any other events yet, so it'll be good. We're trying to get back on the radio, the BBC, we're just waiting to hear back from them. And we're now approaching another radio company to come over to Norfolk for the day to go live from the event to try and see if we can plug it a bit more, just to help promote unfortunately. And then you say any banners you guys got on your side, car routes or the street feast. Just
Not popular radio.
hopefully we'll try and get them.
Quite keen to do more, unfortunately.
Hopefully somebody from Norfolk EDP might come over. Because last year we got approached by Cambridge, who were writing for Norfolk News. It's really bad. No one from Norfolk could come over. So yeah, we can hope for the best really. So it'd be nice to take what we took last year in charity money, but it is what it is really. So yeah.
That sounds good.
Thank you. Anybody else got anything? I think we're, for me, I'm like knee deep in the doing of the events now, so if anyone has anything, please let me know.
Is there anything actually you want me to do?
Um,
Anything I can help with?
Really, it's publicising what we've got, so pushing it out on social media.
If you want to help at car boots or help at events.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll bring a big camera as well to that.
Yeah.
What I mean by big cameras, click camera.
Yes.
You just come and leave us and then you can use them
Yeah.
for your
Yeah, and I'm
website.
desperate for some good photos because when I'm helping out the events, it's very difficult to take any good photos because you're busy
What you
with
really want is a drone shot, isn't it? So we're looking
a
professional.
drone shot would be amazing.
Some
My
of them
husband's
are-
got a drone, if he's around.
You need a like a fly through, so
Yeah, he's got a licence.
I mean, you need two, for that you need
250 drill.
Who's got
for the
one?
people. Yeah, but that's the best one to do.
Who's got
for
one?
this house.
Yeah, that'd be good. Obviously, the wellbeing event at the end of the year is the
Yes.
one that we haven't
We
spoken
need a lot of
much
help
about,
for
so
that.
Yeah, it's I've contacted some people. I think it's going to be a fairly expensive event, but I think it could be so worth it.
But we'll start off small, won't we?
Yeah.
And then
I think it's going to end up being like a sort of afternoon event to start with, just to
let it grow.
and then we'll see what things people like, what will stick, and then we will evolve from there.
I do know
basically.
somebody who done a demonstration at Flagstock. You heard of Flagstock? Just Carolyn Black. So she does a big demonstration, and she's in Norfolk, so, in Norwich, so she will come and do yoga, Reiki,
Yeah.
and everything like that.
We've got quite a lot of practitioners around in the Horsham, but it would be nice to get some people from wider as well to come in.
people stay in contact with them.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, so that's in motion, and when I get more details, obviously I can feed them to you guys. I think things that I would love help organising would be some sort of undercover, some tents or marquee type, if anyone's got any contacts for that. Because it's in August, we're praying for good weather, but we can't guarantee, and obviously if the weather's bad, you don't want to be laying there having a sound bath with the rain in your face. You want to be
ones.
in
They're very expensive.
some
Market.
So I did say I can get
Very
some
expensive.
smell, you don't cancel, we might have to pay for them, I think they're £7,500.
That's fine.
I have already approached them, they said yes, and I've got one. Alton Parish Council, my clerk, they've got one.
Which boilers have you got?
4, 3 metre by 3 metre.
We've got 2, 3.
And the one poorly one.
This one will get about, it's quite big, it'll have about 10 or 15 tables in it. round
Yeah,
tables.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Because I think what we could do is if we've got these 3x3s, we can line them next to each other and make a sort of long space.
Yeah.
Some things you don't need to see, like a sound bath, you just lay there and you have the instruments in the middle and the practitioners walk about and do what have you. So you don't need to like everybody see in like a square. So I think we can probably work with that, and then for like the sort of yoga and things that you would need to see if we have like a bigger.
Start doing a floor plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see if we can sort of get a stagey sort of thing together.
I think that's the problem is if we're going to start doing that, it becomes very expensive because like the PA system you would need for that would be hundreds of pounds.
Yes,
The
that's
stage.
Use that. It all depends on who you use. What company you go with.
Yeah.
Really, really.
Yeah, you've got, there is a guy in North Horsham, isn't there, who's got a PA system.
I'll email who we use.
Okay, thank you.
It's not that price, but it might be out of August.
The problem is it's taken so long to get these things agreed in principle. I haven't been able to, bag all the things I'd like to bag for this year. But as soon as we've done each event,
Next year.
We'll
Basically-
take bookings for next year. won't we?
September, full council, I'll be proposing all of this ready. I want it all agreed and done before Christmas. I want everything booked, basically. I want the budget approved. Yes, I reckon. I want the budget all approved. I want to know what I'm doing so I can start booking people. Because this year,
Oh, it might not be on finance in September.
Looks good.
Might not be.
don't say that.
true.
True, well, whoever, I need it agreed. Because this year, we are having to just get what we can get at this point, because stuff's already booked. So
You've got the budget anyway.
Yeah.
But, we intend it to be a smaller event this year anyway, to,
Yes, yeah,
That's the water grow big.
yes, yeah,
That'll be sad.
we start off a big mega event and it doesn't go very well, it ruins it.
absolutely. But no, I've got big ambitions for these things, but yeah, we'll rein it in this year. But yeah.
Is there anything you need for the music festival or anything that needs to be approved at full council?
No, it's all within budget, that's all, I've had everything I need approved. We've got our full lineup. I'm just basically waiting to announce.
don't know whether to announce it now or whether to wait a little while. I don't
Teas campaign, don't
know. Yeah, because obviously everything's all getting agreed and kind of finalised all at a very similar time, and I'm going to be spewing everything all at once. And I don't want it to be
Oh, yeah, I just think we'll
lots.
just talk about it in the office first before we.
We'll do that little like come soon video, little
Yes.
clips.
Yes.
Go through it over the next couple of weeks. There's a lot going on. Then hit it hard and well, this is what's coming. Because that's what we're now lined up for the next couple of weeks. We've got some big hard videos coming out with this is what's coming brand new.
Yeah.
You don't want to give it away too soon.
No.
Exactly.
And you will leave it to leading up to it. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Yeah, so I've got to work out like a sort of promo schedule for everything, but we've promoted in some extra things like the Pride Month bits, and we've got the VE and the VJ and all of that stuff in there as well, so I think it's going to be quite a,
I take it the vote closures again, are they?
I'm just waiting for a response, but there should be,
Shouldn't
be a problem.
I'll make sure they're in, otherwise it wouldn't happen.
What's the road closures, what, for VE or
For the street feast and the music
Oh,
festival and
okay.
all that stuff downtown.
Is there who was it that did who does the play, is that Colin?
Colin,
Is that happening again this year?
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so,
advertised for people to take part in the parade.
Yeah, we did, and we got to speak to him because we were going to put our tractor in. Well, no, the tractors were in the
Gate.
yeah.
the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Chapman's happening.
So does that come back to
Separate.
his, how does Colin sort out car parking there with for people to come in and park up and, not even for
It's
Christmas?
mainly town people walking to it.
Yeah, town people pay to come to it, or they will just turn up.
But nobody else comes in or?
No one does any car parking side of it.
I think it's very much a town event that doesn't seem to attract outside people, which it probably should, because then you
Well,
get
you
people.
want to be
I mean,
courteous.
it is a footfall every year. There's been every time they've asked for feedback, we've never had any feedback from the car parking side of things.
Just on the
Yeah.
no mention of fireworks this year, is that something the council are involved with or working
No.
alongside? I didn't know if
We
it
did
was.
do it this year.
No, I just didn't know if it was worth, as there are events on there that aren't town council this year, whether it's worth just approaching that group.
You
just
could
to
ask
see.
him, actually.
I believe it has been in the past.
I've heard it talk about it, but
Yeah, just
Just
It
in
was with the
case.
football club last year, which seemed to go okay.
Yes.
So
yeah, just for completeness.
So is there anything that he needs or?
I don't know. I honestly don't know,
that seems to self-fund itself
Yeah.
somehow.
but it might be worth holding a day at least
Okay.
before they go to print if I'm not too late.
No, that's
No,
fine. I haven't put it on there because of sort of historical hoo-ha about where it is, when
When
etc.
they wanted it on the card and in the school.
Yeah.
And
Well, they'll be too wary, doesn't it, to say.
they just say date, can't they?
Not that the walkabout, I might have to take my camera and do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Do some video.
Yeah, that.
especially say that the old pairs has been the old police station, no one ever realises. There used to be cells on the police station, I was talking to the other day about that.
What, in the old police station?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they used to be.
Yeah.
I love the old
We're
police
talking,
station.
big Victorian.
Oh, yeah, a lot while ago, yeah. Been nightclubs and pubs and all sorts.
You can't even get in there now, can you? But,
Oh, no, yeah, the new police station.
You have to book an appointment. Like that little
There's a
thing.
phone on the side so you can speak to Jan.
Yeah. I wonder if that cleaned the phone recently, because last time I used it, it was absolutely filthy.
Oh, God,
I don't want it.
So I had feedback. You need to go and
Okay, so was there anything else we can think of for today? We're just keeping it short and sweet. So we'll think about the fireworks for the poster.
That is fine. Just
off record, has, what's his name, come back to you, Gravity, about the filling up of the, because he was going to bring some vehicles in, weren't he?
I've not heard anything.
Right, okay, I'll have to chase. I haven't chased any. They haven't filled up with water, but it hasn't made a lot, has it?
No. I kept an eye on them since, but there didn't seem to be any issues, but it still doesn't really answer that.
I see a post somewhere that somebody had a skate park from that water and use it as a swimming pool.
There you are, you know,
Exactly.
rival, yeah.
Have we called maybe?
Is there a notice board in the park?
Yeah, next to the
So you
skate
can
park.
put
Yeah.
posters up?
Yeah, there's 2 clips.
Is there?
Yeah, A3.
So what will happen if you're folding, and what will happen with your notice boards?
Well, we maybe just be gifted to the town, and if you want them, I guess.
Yeah.
And then just, you could vinyl them,
Yeah.
just to hold them. We've done it in a way so that you could just, graphic edge could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well, they're well placed, aren't they?
Yeah.
One at the memorial, one at the gym, one at Woodville,
One
one
just
at
at the-
Trackside. Yeah, and the post office one, which I think, quite interesting.
But we could then put other people's posters in them as well.
Yeah, we do bit that.
And
little-
say,
yeah.
and elevate and stuff, yeah.
Good.
Talking about posters, I see you got some nice coming backboards now.
Mm.
We look at some A4 or A3 posters or whatever in the children's day.
Yeah.
That's you right.
Have you got space?
We have at the minute,
I said they're all up there.
they're
They've got the
literally,
posters to go in them, haven't they?
yeah, it just needs to post it in, but yeah, we can put yours in.
What you could do, you
I'll
can
email
come and
you.
see us,
I'll email
You
you.
can
but I'll
give
post
it here, you can put yours in, put ours in,
Yeah.
I should do yours.
And the hidden behind yours.
No, that's fine, yeah.
So remember, we are one of the best events getting our posters after the event.
Okay.
I cut the post out the other day, it's about 3 weeks on a day. Because it's advertised.
The service is the worst one, isn't it? When they come in.
So it's not from high school.
Yes.
And they've still got one up over there, advertised an event back in March.
Oh, have they?
Did you roll up the one by the living room?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you've still got your bingo
Ah,
thing.
probably, yeah,
Well,
I feel
there,
that's-
back in
Oh,
February.
that's not my boards.
The only way was mine. If they want it back, they can have it. If not, we'll look at it.
Yeah, they're always bad at that.
That's with the one use banners though as well, which doesn't help, does it? When something's one use, there's not as much of an incentive, is there, to claim it back?
Same sort of our bands, isn't it? Double sided Easter cunt.
Okay, well, I think that concludes this evening, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be just writing like a summary of what we've talked about and I'll send that. I'll have you, are we good for the second Thursday of next month? What's the date for that?
So what's coming up?
We'll have to send
Coming
my
up
apologies.
for next month. What's
As in
the
for
next?
May.
Yeah, what's the next kind of event or
So,
events that we need to?
May, we've got Children's Day, then PE Day, we've got car boot, we've got Sunday market, and then June is the big.
We usually have the car boots covered for staff. Officers, but the events, it'd be nice if you could have the club with the big events, because they take a bit
Yeah,
of work
yeah,
up, because if not, with me and you usually end up there all day, don't we?
Yeah, it's a long day. Right, what month are we in? April, so May.
The second Thursday in May is Big Day.
Yeah.
It is.
You won't want to do that.
No.
You've had enough.
Could we do first of May instead? Just have it earlier, or we could.
Well, same thing for the AD, doesn't, we're not doing anything for that, are we?
Well, we've got to be there to like the,
Yeah, that's after.
Or the week after.
I know, but we have to do this.
Well, that's
and
true.
go there. My husband will be divorcing me. I'm never at
Well, we've
home.
got that.
So yeah. Or
The week after, you don't want to, do you want next
Yeah.
week, because it's less than 3 weeks?
yeah, if
Either that or the day before, on the Wednesday, or is that too? Yes.
well, I
15th.
the 15th, all right, and then you can give us, if you come, you can give us a report on your
yeah.
children's day.
Yeah,
15th of May.
can't promise who it will be, but it might be somebody. Just depends on whose schedules are available that night.
Yeah.
This is my first Thursday night off since February, the start of February. Happened maybe later if otherwise.
Full for rest then.
I look forward to the holiday. That's another 3 weeks away.
So what have we got on the 13th now? NWGC, oh, that's doing, you know.
Yes. Yes, busy. Okay, that's cool. So 15th of May, then we'll aim for that. Thank you very much.
Brings a list of street names as well.
That's
good.
Thank you.
Crossed out some that are close to existing.
See you later.
Will do.
Bye. Thank you, bye.
The weirdest
Which is also